questions.
So, like I said, I'm Onakpoma Martins L.E, the founder president of Quebec Foods, Quebec Foods as well, the organizers of the Quebec Farm Program, and over 8,000 members, 80% are more Nigerians. I've done in life every Wednesday. I also talk about the aim of the program. The program is just to get every Nigerian now to address the issue of food security so that the cost of living will be lesser and we can sustain our future generation. Here today live, and those who are following us live, is to introduce Quebec Agriculture and Farm Estate Project Model. So the Billionaires, Lagos Billionaires Summit, branch summit here in Lagos, like in Lagos, at ORIENTAL. Now, Quebec Foods is a branch of Quebec Groups. The company is actually set up and dedicated to growing of crops, processing them, and all that. To ensure that we address three things: shelter, food infrastructure, and solution for all Nigerians. Because three things that makes a man to survive: one is food, secondly, shelter, thirdly, finance. So these are the things Quebec Group handles. We have the real estate section, we have the payment service section, which we are partners with. The first payment service bank, licensed by the Central Bank, like payment service. And we have the headquarters here in Lagos, Equatorial Area. So we have the payment service as well. But Quebec Food is dedicated to ensure that we address this issue of food insecurity. What's our development strategy? Simple. Social housing for all Nigerians, even farmers and civil servants. Secondly, is agricultural work to serve as an anchor economic activity in the city. Job creation that will give an opportunity to agri-graduates, blending agri-graduates and farmers together. So our target as a pilot phase, which will send a data to the president, the sitting president today, and also this week we sent to the Honorable Minister for Agriculture and Food Security. It has a new title, the Honorable Minister of Agriculture alone. Food security is a target.
Security.
So it's a target. So
is that a new one?
Yes. Minister of Agriculture and Food Security. Food security is the target of everybody now, including Quebec. So we have done that, and we believe before we return back to Abuja, that will be like the same thing to the service chiefs. And on my way coming, the chief of service staff, the chief of defense staff, has already agreed a meeting for us to meet with them on Thursday night in Abuja for security activities to ensure that the instruction of the president to ensure that farmers and farmlands are secure, we start doing something about that. So also we're going to have an agri to establish two institutions: farmers business school and food processing and preservation institution. Of course, we know the Ministry of Agriculture have what we call extension staffs. We provide essential service. But for a long time, we go to so many Ministries of Agriculture, they're inactive. Farmers do not get essential service anymore. We also have inputs department in the Federal Ministry of Agriculture. These things are no longer done. Because we also agree with me that the issue of seedings, fertilizer, and political, these are things that makes agriculture to be very difficult. So the investment opportunity is simple. We have the real estate from this period plan, which I'll share with you. These are not things that our parent have started yesterday. We started them 4 years ago. So we have a lot of things to also prevent, and our side payout of these some farm estates and the agriculture can show to you here in this second. Then the agri section, investment for agriculture and infrastructure. I talked about power and the smart solutions that we involve. Then what is our investment approach? We have created a platform whereby farm owners, investors can come together and everybody and ensure that they identify the areas they want to invest with us or partner. So these are a pipeline by giving us farmland that is vast. As a mom, there is something to us. I don't really probably have 100 hectares of farmland and so on. We can talk with us and people in and check. So the system is designed in a way that will get investors in Africa, Europe, North America, and all that. And that's why you go on our platform, you see our transactions, our investment figures are in USD and Naira to ensure that it's flexible and it's up and running. These are not things that are just for paper, they are up and running. Now, the platform of contributing immensely to agriculture, that's what we think we have done so far. And for Nigeria, we know African countries, we need a contribution of millions of farmland and all that. Then The platform will also create room opportunity for citizen and non-citizen, and that's why the lowest investment in our platform is $5. So as low as $5, or 5,000 for salon, and you can get it. Then what we talk about the high net worth billionaires, it's an opportunity for them to become equity partners, to see that, okay, maybe I have interest in agriculture, to set up a cassava farm, to set it up, but I don't want to go through all the stress of managing and all that. So you could own a stake. It is 10 up to 5 years. It depends on you. So that if you maybe you want to pull out after 3 years, fine, pull out the capital, fine. Someone can come in. So we have done it in a way that we don't take off all the stress of issues of investment for life, but let it just be for a certain time. All this we can find that we have done so far. Now, investors benefit. For high net worth investors that are ready to give us this facility for 12 months moratorium and 7 years repayment plan, we're offering 9% for the loan tenure. Therefore, high profile network equity financiers, we are offering between 25% to 40% stake, depending on the volume of funds you are bringing with 25 to 40% stake on processing plants. It's a project, so it's a project that we generate. So you need to own a stake, and your stake has to be done in a percentage that you feel is suitable for your amount, depending on the amount you are paying. Then we talk about the crowdfunding section. You know, Nigerians, a lot of people do not want to repent, right? They don't want to identify or kill them because of the crowdfunding system and all that. The issue here is that we need to balance it. We are talking about 9-0. This is the Billionaire Summit. No matter the amount of wealth you have, Nigerians don't have that belief that probably those 9 zeros are not in cash. Some are maybe in assets. So the anger of the youth that leads to social vices like kidnapping and all that. So crowdfunding has to be there for the farm estate session. Everybody gets involved. Of course, we know what subsidy is costing everyone now. So alternate stream of income. So we have done our best to see that okay, we are bringing a platform that Nigerians can trust. And that's why you see that when you go on our web, we have gone through all the raft, from government agencies to governors to House of Reps, Senate and all that. Because we want things to go, let there be laws that will make things to work and everybody feel comfortable. These things are running very well in Malaysia and some other countries. But for us in Nigeria, when Nigerians trust us with their funds, we have the lifestyle actually before them. For Quebec is a platform and we stand at Ghana. The crowdfunding section for the farm estate should run to bring everybody to agro-financial wealth creation and it will live like meaningful for all Nigerians. These are our team. We have 8 directors who are running this company and 4 will be piloting this project fully because of their experience. Our director of finance has 15 years experience in banking, currently serving as a manager in New York. The director of technology of processing has 12 years in cassava paddy, rice, oil and all that, and is serving a particular company that I don't want to mention because of work ethics and all that. So we are sound and we ensure that new team that will make us to work very well are in place to make sure things work well. Then we have advisory board members of about 5 that are some about 2 of them are academicians and they are good in the finance aspect and all that to make sure things work very well. Wherever I stop with all my time, I think you are beginning to understand where we are going. Our business model is simple. 3 models. We have the farm estate, we have the processing plant, we have the tractor. So you go on our mobile app, go on our website, the same thing you'll find out. Now, a typical farm estate I've said we focus on food crops and all that. So we just optimize the crops we are dealing with. That's good. Whatever that will drive our food nutrients or even address the issue of malnutrition in the lives of our little ones. Now, this is a site layout for our site at the morning. The layout, the farm estate well designed. This particular will cover cassava and plantain farm estate. This is how the system is designed. This side too, this one covers maize, rice, and all that. So the estate is designed in a way that you can drive around and see what is happening in other countries, the same thing we want to do. Talk a bit about the processing plant very well. We don't want to talk about food inflation, but this is a last report this year. You can see that inflation has taken hold of globally. Food inflation has gone globally. And we want to talk about food risk and all that. We can't leave it. But the United Nations have warned for significant risk to food security worldwide, and Nigeria were already facing it even before this report came in and all that. Now, talking a bit about the processing plant, this is a typical our cassava processing plant 3D model. Cassava starch processing plant 3D model. These are the processing plants we want to set up. We have cassava, we have plantain, we have palm oil, we have castor oil, we have palm kernel crude, you have cashew nut, and you have coconut. I guess if you have used coconut oil before, you know that the demand, when we can be able to process it here in Nigeria, most normally their skin will be glowing or glowing because coconut oil has a lot to do. So the ladies should understand what we are talking about. Now, once we get forming, this is what you should be saying. These are cassava flour products you might see. The palm oil is already in market, but not really circulated. Now, we try to see that people begin to see the worth of food they can get to do. What are the problems you want to solve?
So let me pause. I know you're very resourceful when it comes to dispatching information. And I'm aware also that 10 minutes will not be sufficient. Good. A few minutes ago, I got a notification that I exceeded the 10 minutes. Now, we also need to give them for other persons that are teaching because this is still the batch A. Now we're sliding into the batch B period. So what you do for me is they are aware of all of these details. Now, the main essence of forming that is to ensure that you're more robust. Or we're not robust. That's the main essence. But when it comes to adopting the brand's value and then adopting the business model, we already have that. So what you're doing is you're stretching much more to convince us of what we have seen. Remember, we had a couple of sessions before now. So we are abreast on what you're doing. But then again, I feel what we need now is to get into the business problem. And that's where the engagement will now come, because we already have back-end conversation, and then we understand that okay, this is actually a sustainable model for the Nigerian food and beverage sector. So we're able to adopt what you have already. So we need now to get into financials and a strategy just for minutes. The strategy, and then the first start with letting us know the role we start to play, or what you think we should do as a team. And then we can now tell us how we will align subsequently. Is that fine?
Yes, I'll run through that shortly.
That's yes.
Now, the problem we want to solve in all is to ensure we increase food production and irrigation for a pilot space of 200,000 rooms, which will add it to giving job to 1.2 million Nigerians. Secondly, is to enroll 200,000 rooms into health insurance, to see that farmers are now having access to quality health. Then we talked about the housing, the technology transfer, and the employment between connecting the agriculture graduate, because we have College of Agriculture and all that. A lot of our food-related graduates are not able to do that because there are no industries that can actually absorb them. So we are determined that at 60% production, projected sales for the first year will be 6.8 billion on the food sector alone.
6 years.
Yes. The first year of production,
okay, so
at 60%, yes, we will be able to generate 6.8 billion gross profit. At net profit, it will be 4.3 billion. I don't need to go around the issue of security anymore. I told you what we are looking at and all that. Now, these are the partners who have actually had engagement with you can see it on the slide. So what we want from the question you just asked, we want the brand to be adopted, endorsed by your team, and share with the life of modern food Nigerians. And we can assure you that we have already created some points of revenue generation to certain organizations before, especially when we started, we wanted the government to collaborate with us. And by so in each of the zone, that state where we have the facility before that, the state takes 16% of what we generate to the state coffers. So those offers are given. Like I said, we have gone through some selected states before. So we are open for any form of deliberation, but the core goal, like I spoke to you when we have a section was, we want to affect the life of Nigerians. So irrespective of profit generation and all that, the first thing first is how we can make life meaningful. Cost of living to reduce. During this year, I want to take over.
All right, that's a very fantastic one. And
everything you said, like I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed by the project and everything. And I think with the right funding, with the right management, and you'll be able to achieve all these things. And I don't know if you look into other. We were talking about some grains and machines and the weather you use to treat fruit. Have you looked into things like soya beans? Because because you talked of, you said you're going to give free electricity to people. You know, you can make a lot of things, even diesel, diesel from soya beans and all those things. If we could look into where we make money exporting and also look in the local market, we could also make other things that will make like whatever you're giving out to people, you can also make more money from there. Like you know, you can make things like baby food and other things from soya beans. We have ginger for the pharmaceutical companies outside and for export and import and all those things. So like you said, we don't really have much time. We don't really have much time in our hands again. So maybe another time we'll have time to discuss all those. Yeah. But the fact that the most important thing here is you're trying to give out to the community, you're trying to give out to people who is very good thing, and with, as I said, with the right sponsorship and the right business partners and members, we actually reach the goal. So I wish you good luck, and we hope very soon we'll be able to meet again to actually talk more on this.
Okay, so I think we've been able to do justice to having this first meeting, and this will not end because we can actually explore all the values and things. This is what we've done over the years, and it's just you trying to duplicate all that you've gotten over the years to us. Because for us to run with this, there has to be consistent orientation for what you have done. And that will be buy into the vision, because the first thing we capture there is humanity. And then secondly, legacy, even before money comes in. So if we are trying to make impact in the brand Nigeria, because the whole essence of all of this is to restore economic hope for Nigeria. And then we are pleased with the fact that we've actually done justice for the food and beverage sector. And then we'll have a handful of brands pitched within various sectors, but yours seem to be one of the most fascinating, which I feel if we're able to communicate it to the right set of persons and even to the Nigerian market, they will definitely jump in, because a lot of people in the diaspora are considering investments in the Nigerian space. So this is where we now have an opportunity to sell. So what it means is we're all pleased, right? We're all pleased with the meeting.
Yes, yeah.
So automatically we'll endorse this. So all we need is start commencing arrangement towards the grant round engagement. I already intimated you on some of the procedures. So we can actually comment that after the speech from Monday. We can commence the engagement, because we need not allow any stone to slip. We have to strike any. And that's where necessary human resources have to be brought into this project, because this is a Nigerian project. And the good thing is your brand is surrounded around green image. So it suggests agriculture, it suggests food, it suggests livelihood. So for us, we are pleased, and we're open to closing up deals, because the truth is, once we're able to have a work system, it benefits both ends. Because most importantly, this is actually coming from you, and we're adopting it as a win-win project for us to try. So I'd like to thank you for flying many hours down to Wigan. It took you a lot. 45 minutes, yeah, 45 minutes. So it's actually a worthy one. At least now we have put an image to this brand, and you have also seen a few of us right on this panel. So what it means is we'll still get back to drawing board to review what we've discussed. All of this is recorded. We'll still play back and then ensure that okay, we highlight one or two. Well, my own angle is you mentioned something that has to do with people giving out their landed properties. How do you want to integrate this? If, for instance, I have something massive at Agri-Lech, and you are possibly not established network at Agri-Lech, how do you integrate this into the business?
Okay, what we did, we followed the CPA outcome borrowers. what we do a cost sharing user agreement. The minimum tenure we have on that, if you see for farming estate, that is on farm estate, it's 15 years.
15 years.
Yes.
It's actually
15 years.
that's
So the idea
that's
is, sustainable. The idea is to ensure we follow the international standards. The idea is to make sure that we don't have any land in Nigeria in school. We can go on and on and talk about communities.
To really take our time.
Right. Have you started to explore the agricultural okay?
That's it. For Southwest, we have a cooperative who has approached us already, and we expect the location as well to state and
Please, 1 minute. Sorry, I have to reiterate on this. I discovered that I heard you saying you have a minimum investment as low as 5,000 for all Nigerians. Has there ever been a platform where people make such profits and what duration is that?
Okay, great. I was supposed to speak on that. Follow this for that. The farm estates return on investment cycle is between 8 weeks to 60 months. 8 weeks to 60 months. You see, what?
60 months.
Yes, which is 5 weeks.
60 months is 5 years.
8 weeks to 60 months. Now, we said we did on food crops, vegetable and fruits. There are some crops that are within a couple of 10 weeks, crops like okra. And if you are aware that okra means exported okra. Pharmaceutical companies need okra for their production. What are we doing as a country? My PRO here has been in Italy for some couple of years and I just came back. I can tell you how strawberry and farming is doing in these countries. That is not doing good, it's doing good. I think we probably have gone to our platform, we saw egg production for $5 or for 5 years. Is that not possible? It's still possible. So Nigerians need to know the truth. We are just being confused. The only thing you can find on social media platforms or investment portals, investing a certain amount, you don't know the purpose. But for Quebec and models, every cover of investment is tied to a farm product. So you choose, and it also gives you flexibility to know the time duration you want in terms of your financial needs.
This was that is all.
Thank you.
Okay, let's give you an exception for picture. Let's have.
Thank you, sir.
Why is it decided? Now you she's staying with you. Just reflecting. I should do that.
I think it is.
I will move this way.
Okay, you can move it. Yes. Okay.
I will pull it. The last.
All right, sir. Thank you. I want to thank everyone of you that have been on live with us. And we say, appreciate your time. Here on this visit, you have Juliet. Alright.
It's a blocked area for you. Please don't film inside the restaurant. Get the customer.
I was going to ask you this question when you get in the situation of things, so I have to ask you afterwards. How is it? Something is good. Okay, wait, my people are already seen before coming down from one. What we are talking about has to do with our normal pidgin language. This systematic construction. What we are saying is over a couple of years, government have always looked at building requirements. Looking at crude oil. But you should know there are countries, not some states in North America, what really gives them more inflow from agriculture. So now is the time for us to increase the food production. And for us in Quebec, maybe go farm program is to ensure that we sensitize Nigerians. Every one of us standing here in this summit, because in the next 30 minutes, the next thing that we want to think of is to take a meal. Yes. And that meal goes alongside with short-term crops, which is food crops, fruits and vegetable and livestock. And that is what Quebec as a group has decided to address in Nigeria, making every Nigerian to be part of that process and ensure grow with immense wealth through agriculture. Focus on that. So this summit is great, so that the elites and those who are in nine figures, as the same summit says, Lagos Billionaires, we need them around to begin to see how, when you be fair enough, let's say over 20 or 30 million Nigerians who are taking their time 4 or 5 years to study agri-food related courses in the universities, to have food industries to work. And also to see that the younger ones, if you notice, the corn farmers that are active in Nigeria today, I would think the age of 45 to 60, they started farming right from age 7. And don't forget, the co-founder of Local, we said what they are capturing now in the ICT, the ICT industry today is built from 7 to 17. Why? Because the increase of Japa is on the high side. Now, when we have all youth, Japa and leave the country, then who will farm for us? So we encourage everyone to begin to consider agriculture, and they also, those of them who have 9 figures, I will say this. Though there's a misconception going on in this country, and that's why you see social vices, insecurity problems. You see, no matter the way to advance, the average Nigerian does not know. Now when you take them on Google, they simulate the quality, estimate, or trying to know who is the richest man in Africa. Most of them don't know that most of these richest figures in the US are in assets, but 30% are not in cash. So Nigerian youth who are angry, probably were trying outgoing friends and all that, feels you have so much wealth and you can't impact their lives. So this is the best opportunity to partner with this summit partner with Quebec and see that let's go green, let's go and farm. So when there's an opportunity to invest, you can push millions of Nigerians. Let's not be deceived, we are above 200 million. Now approaching 300 million as a population. And as today, the Nigerian government, Ministry of Health cannot tell us the numbers of children that was giving birth to in this country. Birth rate is increasing, but food production is reducing. So I encourage every one of you to be part of food production.
Thank you very much.
And make people farm. Yes. Join us live every Wednesday from 2:05 to 3 p.m. at the authentic voice of the Nigerian military, Armed Forces Radio 107.7 in Abuja, and can join us live on our social media at Quebec Foods. It's a program that Nigerians are already showing interest, and it's a movement, not for evil, but it's a movement for food production, and see how we can get at least 60 million Nigerian youths to become farmers. And one thing I can tell you is that Quebec is doing everything possible to see that those things that attract you to work with government as a civil servant, such as pension, health insurance, housing, these are the things we are addressing now. Social housing for farmers and civil servants is our call, and that's the template for Quebec Agritech. We have the residential here where people can acquire farm, can acquire residential property for as long as 48 months. And we also have financiers from the country I will not mention who are ready to also bring in funds for 25 years to build these houses. We have gone around the route from the 8th Assembly and 9th Assembly. We have gone around governors, we have gone around the central bank. We are being bold enough to tell you that we only need Nigerians to support us. Don't forget, no matter the economic situation, whether there's subsidy or not, every man will be responsible to feed and provide shelter for his family. So Quebec has the coverage for you. Already we are starting with 200,000 homes, which is 1.2 billion Nigerian youths, to be fully active in agriculture, and we are showing them NHI's health insurance. The MD of Federal Mortgage Bank is already being discussed with to see that we have national housing, and youth can also have access to the national housing funds. All this is can only happen through your collaboration with Quebec Foods. Continue to follow us and don't give up. Nigerian diasporas are already following us. We are here live in Lagos, and we are saying the Southwest is time for you to join the North Central and get it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
This is